Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this session, we will be learning about authentication server function. So authentication server function is in a home network and performs authentication with a UE. It makes the decision of UE authentication, but it relies on backend services for computing authentication data and keying materials when 5G aka or EAP aka is used. Authentication server function we have here is an essential component of 5G network architecture. It is responsible for verifying the identity of a subscriber, validating their subscription data, and determining the appropriate security context for the subscriber. One of the primary functions of the AUSF or the authentication server function is to support 5G authentication and authorization procedures. When a subscriber attempts to connect to the 5G network, the AUSF plays a key role in verifying their identity and ensuring that they have a proper authorization to access the network. The AUSF interacts with several other network functions to provide a seamless and secure experience for 5G subscribers. For example, it communicates with the access and mobility management function to manage subscriber mobility and handover procedures. It also interacts with the unified data management. Here, unified data management function to manage subscriber data and profiles. The AUSF is designed to be scalable and flexible, allowing it to support a wide range of 5G use cases and applications. It is also designed to provide robust security features, including encryption and authentication mechanisms to protect against unauthorized access and data breaches. We will discuss the functions of AUSF. Authentication, the first and foremost function is authentication. So when a subscriber tries to access the 5G network, the authentication server function performs authentication by verifying the subscriber's identity and checking whether they have the proper credentials to access the network. Then we have authorization. After authentication, the AUSF performs authorization by checking whether the subscriber has the appropriate authorization to access specific network functions or services. Then we have the security context. The AUSF determines the appropriate security context for the subscriber based on their identity, subscription data, and authorization level. Then we have mobility management. The AUSF interacts with other network functions such as the access and mobility management function to manage subscriber mobility and handover procedures. Then we have session management. AUSF supports session management, including the establishment, maintenance, and termination of 5G network sessions. Then we have subscriber data management. The AUSF interacts with the unified data management function to manage subscriber data and profiles. Then authentication and key agreement, that is AKA. The AUSF supports the AKA protocol, authentication and key agreement protocol, which is used for mutual authentication between the subscriber and the network. The AKA protocol provides a secure mechanism for exchanging keys and establishing a secure communication channel between the subscriber and the network. Subscriber privacy, then the AUSF is responsible for protecting subscriber privacy by managing subscriber identity and authentication information. It ensures that subscriber data is protected and not disclosed to unauthorized parties. Then we have subscription data management. The AUSF authentication server function interacts with the UDM to manage subscription data and profiles for 5G subscribers. This includes managing subscriber profiles, policies, and authentication credentials. Then we have security protection. The AUSF provides security protection against attacks and threats such as replay attacks, man in the middle attacks, and denial of service attacks. It uses advanced security mechanisms such as encryption and authentication to protect against these threats. Then we have network slicing. The AUSF supports network slicing. which allows 5G network to be divided into multiple logical networks to support different use cases and applications. It ensures that subscribers are authenticated and authorized for the appropriate network slice based on their identity and subscription data. Then we have interoperability. The authentication server function supports interoperability between different 5G network elements and interfaces, ensuring that subscribers can access 5G services and applications regardless of the network provider or location. In the next session, we will discuss the different selection of the authentication method, initiation of the authentication and selection of the authentication method. So in this session, we'll be winding up here. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, do not forget to share it with your friends and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.